Rivalry, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. Nightfall in the Windy City with the Willis Tower and the rest of downtown Chicago lighting up the sky. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Welcome everyone to the broadcast table. Chris Webber to my right, Greg Anthony to my left. I'm Kevin Harlan and David Aldridge on our sideline. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. We'll take a look at the Bulls. They're 6th right now in the conference with lots of time to make a move. And of course the Hawks, quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
And you know, for the Bulls, they were a team that no one knew quite what to make of entering the season. But as the years gone on, it's become clear they're legit contenders.
But there are still some very strong teams above them, Greg. So, yes, they are contenders, but I wouldn't call them favorites just yet.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Herder the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Zhang is out there with John Collins. And it's Young in at point. And for Chicago, Markkanen and Carter are up front. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. And it's B in at the 1 spot. And it's the Hawks to start out. And in constructing lineups, Chris, there's often the dilemma of choosing rim protection versus floor spacing. To you, what matters most?
Well, to me, what matters most is floor spacing. A defense is not overrated. I'm not saying that, but it doesn't matter if you have defense and you can't score. Scoring is just as important, and you have to put pressure on that defense by scoring. And even if you have a shot blocker, what if I have guys that like shoot it outside and don't come to the paint?
Right.
Well, then I've already taken that shot blocker out of the game. So it's all about offense, having a balanced offense, and then guys willing to listen, pay attention to the details, and be engaged on the defensive end.
Young outside. Zhang inside, defended by Carter. Here's Herder. 14 points from him the last game against Milwaukee. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And the foul goes against Chicago. And he may not have gotten the same attention as some of the other picks back in the 2017 draft, Greg, but John Collins out of Wake Forest has been outstanding thus far in his career.
Really one of the league's best kept secrets. Tremendous athleticism, also great hands, and just has a knack for moving to the open spot around that rim.
And Atlanta has possession. Lauri Markkanen unable to get his last shot to go. And that one's good. Hunter.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I briefly spoke with Lloyd Pierce. There are few players more gifted athletically than Zach LaVine. Coach made it clear their focus is trying to contain him offensively. Good luck with trying to keep him between the ball and the basket.
Okay, David, much appreciated. The Bulls have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. B, the pass to Levine. Out to Carter. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. And again, no good by Chicago. And Young, here we go. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Young's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Maybe not the most explosive athlete, but Young's jumper stretches defense, which gives him more room to get by his man.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And the last 2 drafts, the Atlanta Hawks aggressively making trades to assemble this roster.
And drafting DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish, great length and versatility on the wings. You pair that with Trae Young and John Collins, and that's an exciting young core for the Hawks.
Now here's Zhang. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. And it's sent back by Carter.
An aggressive defender. Carter Jr. also excels at using his physical advantages to turn shots back.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Here's Young after the made shot from B. Young. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. You know, Greg, at Oklahoma, the long-range shooting of Trae Young drew eyes. but it seems it's his passing that's his most NBA-ready attribute.
How about Kevin? First player in history to lead D1 college basketball in points and assists. Top 10 in the league in dimes his rookie season. Young man has a chance to be special.
Here's Herder after the Bulls pick up 2. Collins up top. His last outing, 16 points for him. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on B. That'll be his second foul. The Hawks trail by 8. And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so in the game for the Hawks, we've got Reddish. Parker out there with John Collins. Then there's Carter. And it's Herder in at the 1. Now, here's Reddish. No good with the triple. Murray, the pass to B. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
He misses the free throw. And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
Now, here's Parker. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
And don't leave out his rebounder, Kevin. I mean, he had a big impact in that game with all his effort on the glass.
And Chicago has possession. Jabari Parker unable to get his last shot to go.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
And we've played through the first minute here in the second. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Jabari Parker. The creation of the super teams, Chris, is enough being done to ensure a competitive balance in the NBA.
I think so. I think that every year we're going to have to evolve in trying to do enough and to see what happened the previous year. But yeah, and the fact remains, though, Kevin, is, you know, I like working with you. You're my friend. I would go work with you. And in basketball, you want to go play with your friends.
Same stuff, yeah.
How do you stop that?
Right.
I don't know. When guys get to hang out in the summer and say, wouldn't it be cool if we got to play together, our kids would play together, we could win one? That's going to be hard to deter. So I just think it's about how strong the will of the friends are, and more importantly, what is the league doing to kind of not necessarily give as much incentive to do that, but I think the league is doing a great job staying proactive, giving guys a lot of incentive, a lot of reason, a lot of dinero to stay at home with the team.
Here's Herder after the made shot from B. Outside Collins. The Hawks again can't hit.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Stolen by Collins. Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Carter. Murray with the defensive effort. The Bulls leading by 12. Here's B. Offensive rebound. Off target at the rim.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Pass to Collins. Banked in off the glass. Collins has got 6 points.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's B. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. He's had 6 attempts at the line, made 5 of them.
And just doing a much better job of getting to the line this quarter than he did in the first. Well, with all the youth the Bulls had, the team wanted to bring in some veterans over the summer.
Yeah, and that's something that needed to happen, GA. I mean, the team has some room in free agency to fill out some leadership roles, but in Chicago, it's still a major market, and vets would love to come and play for the Windy City.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
Well, Greg, that's about as a high percentage a look as you're going to get running the floor beautifully.
Herder passes to Collins. Parker looking around. Here's Reddish. And the shot goes down. He's got 8.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Here's B. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Chicago making a switch here. Porter's checked in. And the NBA 2K League, C-Web, the first e-sport operated by a U.S. pro sport. And it's quickly growing. Do you throw down on the sticks?
Yeah, just a little announcement to all the GMs in the 2K League. I am available. I'm a free agent. I'm ready to go. I'm nice on the sticks. I can play career mode, team mode, one-on-one mode. Whatever you need from me, I am ready to go. But I love it, man. Like, it's great to see people who love this game, whether it's virtual or real life. It's hoops, baby.
So much fun. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, B in that last game against the Magic delivered quite a performance. He finished with 52 points, and he was so skilled at earning trips to the line, he frustrated the defense in the process. And there was nothing the defense could do. He simply couldn't be stopped out there. We'll see if he can come up with a similar effort tonight. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Yeah, Greg, it's all about getting into a comfort zone early. When he does that, he can be very difficult to contain the rest of the way. Now, his free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Collins against Carter. 6 to shoot. Collins kicks to Parker. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Carter.
This is the attitude Parker plays with, someone who's very willing to give it up to his open guys.
Here's B. They get the rebound. Young. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Jabari Parker. And that one misses. Satoransky's checked in for the Bulls. Then for the Hawks, Gorgie Dang's checked in for Jabari Parker. Hunter comes in for Carter. Young is subbed in for Reddish. And Jabari Parker last season, outlasting a full year with the Bulls, traded to the Wizards at the deadline.
Yeah, and another change in scenery for Parker, who just can't find the right fit. I mean, you can see the flashes of talent from him, and hopefully he finds a team that is a good match for him long term.
Here's B. Yep, that one goes. B's got 21 in the game.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
And that's his 4th foul. And we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
Zach LaVine's checked in for the Bulls. Here's Herder. He has 6. The kick out to Young. Goes up the baseline, and the Hawks getting another basket right there.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
Young with the steal. Pass break here. Here come the Hawks. And that one, good. Young's got 6 points in the quarter.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Collins.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Whitey's checked in for Satoransky. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Bembry's checked in. Here's Jang. And another shot, and he sinks the layup. Jang's got his first bucket in this one.
There's that passion of his, battling with every ounce of energy he has.
Here's B. Here's Carter. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
Oh, he's just such a terrific offensive rebounder. I mean, Carter Jr. excels at using his big body to his advantage on the glass.
Pass to Collins. Here's Bembry. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Back to Collins. Trying to get open is Jang. That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Collins. White the pass to B. Bembry with the rebound.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his troubles tonight.
Shots good from Young.
Oh, he's perfect from the field this quarter. He's giving them the fits out there.
Outside, White. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. And the shot is good from B.
And he delivers another blow. Something's gotten into him this quarter. He's carrying them offensively.
Young against White. And stolen by White. Levine finds White to the wing on the left. Here's B. Hunter grabs the miss.
Oh, their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
And Collins is right there. Collins has got 10 points in the game.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. And then Carter with the jam.
Oh, with noteworthy length and jumping ability, Carter Jr. can get it going above the rim.
Young outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Zach LaVine.
No question he got bumped on that shot. Well, comparisons to Steph Curry, unfair for Trae Young.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Bulls out front. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the 3rd quarter. See you in just a bit. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. He's checked in for Chicago. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's B in at the point guard position. And that's the group for Jim Boylan as we begin the second half.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And the wily strength of Levine. I mean, he does a great job fending off the defense on the way up.
Jang dishes to Young. Fires for 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Carter's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's B. An easy 2 points on the layup. B's got 28.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime with the defensive end.
Young from outside. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout just to try to settle things down.
The shot's good from B. B's got 30.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Oh, yeah, difficult finish, but if you expected him to back down, you better think again.
Back to Young. Great pass to set up the lay-in. He's got 26.
An 0 for 3 start to the first half is finally behind him. I mean, now maybe they can get something rolling.
B defended by Young. Porter in the corner. The pass to B. Beyond the arc. No good. And Atlanta will come the other way.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, the Hawks have been in rebuild mode for the last couple of years, but this season brings a lot of optimism. Passing on Luka Doncic, the Hawks drafted Trae Young. It was much scrutinized, but Young came on down the stretch. His playmaking makes other people better, and also, they hope, will attract a free agent or two. Now the Hawks have added several rookies, starting with DeAndre Hunter. And they believe they're poised to make some noise in the East. Evan?
They took that gamble with Doncic and getting Young. We'll see what happens. Thank you, D.A.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And Jang gets it to go.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
B, defended by Young. Carter, the pass to B. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Chris, you have been passionate about honoring those who blazed the trail for today's NBA, like the Globetrotters and the Wrens, in the days before integration.
Yeah. I mean, you think about what they've gone through off the court and on the court, and anyone, regardless of color, nationality, of just paving the way for me as a basketball player. I want to say thank you. Let's just think about what Red Auerbach did. Drafting the first African-American player, making the first African-American player coach in Bill Russell, who won the championship that year, and leaving him a good team. And if you look at organizations like the Black Fives and bringing awareness to the games, and you just want to understand your legacy culturally, and that's why I have to, every time I see Mr. Bill Russell, Big O, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I give them a big hug and a wet kiss on the cheek, because I just thank them for not only advancing the movement in sports, but culturally. Sports has always sent a message to the culture and society about how cool teammates work together and how you can overcome a problem by working together. And so I really thank them for enduring all of the hardships that they did so that we can reap the benefits. So it's been awesome to be part of the league and be able to shake hands with those that have blazed trails for us.
That is so admirable on your part. Parker. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Young's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Satoransky, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 16.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Herder passes to Collins. Lobbed up there for Collins. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Pass to Satoransky. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
And you look at Collins. With the voting as it is now, it looks like he'll miss out on a spot in the starting lineup for the East.
Yeah, and not even in the top 10, but it shouldn't take away from what he's done this year. It's been a very good season for him.
A great All-Star weekend it'll be. We'll keep you updated as we get closer. Reddish. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And he is just so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then use that beautiful spin to just blow by you.
Here's B. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Bulls. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Thursday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz.
And for that matchup with the Mavericks, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
And so in the game for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herder make up the backcourt. And it's Jang in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. He kicks it to Young to take the lead. It's blocked.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
Capable of doing many things well. Levine has a good sense of when his guys are open.
Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Young against Levine. And Trae Young gets the 3. Young's got 35.
It's been a clinical performance. He's played a huge role and has them in position to grab the W.
And there's the call on John Collins. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's B. That's in there. Carter with the assist. B's got 41.
Well, easy look provided by Carter Jr. Always helps when your bigs can move the rock.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
That's an unforced error that will drive a coach crazy. You got to play heads up out there.
B defended by Young. Markkanen kicks to Levine. Passes it to B. Fires from deep. That shot off the mark. So Atlanta will take it the other way. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. And Herder gets it to go.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
B, he's guarded by Collins. Left side, Porter. Here's B. The rebound by Young. Young's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now, here's Hunter. He's tightly guarded. Jang the pass to Collins. And here's Young. 6 on the shot clock. And he lays it straight in. Young's got 13 points in the second half.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Here's B. And again, no good by Chicago. The Hawks have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. And he gets the bucket. Young's got 39.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Porter passes to B. Markkanen dishes to Carter. From down in the low post, it goes.
And it's important that Markkanen develops his floor awareness. I mean, passes like that go a long way.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. And Greg Herder, the 19th pick back in 2018, sweet touch and at 6'7". Good size at the shooting guard position.
And the Hawks general manager, Travis Schlenk, coming from the Warriors with Trae Young and Kevin Herder. The Hawks hoping they have a kind of Splash Brothers East.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
I was able to listen in on Lloyd Pierce talking with his team. He said to them, that's the kind of effort we need to bring every night. We're right in this thing, but it's going to take sustained effort to close it out. Now let's bring it home. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
Pass to Hunter. Kicks to Jang. Young outside. It's good. Young's got 44.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And Young comes over to help. B the pass to Porter. And it's denied.
And putting that 7'2" wingspan to good use. Hunter can be an elite defender if he keeps working at it.
Back to Young. That one goes in. Now it's a 7-point Hawks lead.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
B, the pass to Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
A towering presence with superior height. Markkanen doesn't need much lift to throw it down.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Now the pass to Collins. In the corner. Herder with it. Another three for Atlanta.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
Chicago calls timeout. And with a fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan, and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Trae Young.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
If he could only contribute like this for them every night, you can't overstate how much better it makes this team when he has a game like this. And on the road, no less. The shot's good. Young's got 48.
If they close this win out, I know who my MVP is. His offensive performance tonight has been unreal.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Jang, and it's sent back by Carter. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. It's good, and the Hawks lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from B.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
Pass to Collins. The Hawks working the ball around. Jang, no luck.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. But his offense has not been there for him tonight.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Young's shot is off.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's B. And got it! Another basket.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Young taking his time here. Another one goes. Incredible.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Here's B. Collins with some nice D. The Hawks leading by 5. Now the feed to Hunter.
And there, just through activity, Hunter keeps the pressure on the defense.
First one falls for him. And so he hits both. Well, Chicago's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. B, defended by Young. No good from B. Atlanta's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. The kick out to Young. Drills the three-pointer. Young's got 53.
This is what the crowd comes to see. Young has that it factor.
To stop the run, it will go down, and the Hawks lead is cut down to 7. Good work from B.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Well, it's a matter of pride and a matter of each side trying to seize control of this game right now.
Out left to the wing. Carter comes in with the double team. Passes it to Hunter. Young outside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Collins. Rebound by the Bulls. Levine's got 4 rebounds now tonight. B, he's guarded by Collins. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down to 4 on the bucket from B.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, Greg, this is why they go to him in these spots. They trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
Ice in his veins. Young excels at stepping to the plate and delivering in the clutch.
Bean passes to B. Lets it go with the 3. Hunter grabs the miss.
Look, I know he wants to get him back into this, but that's not the way to do it. They need smart shots, not heaves.
Chicago's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. No good from B. 2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
Hunter kicks to Young. To the paint. Here's Collins. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
Well, GA, this is no let up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Herder, that's in, coming off the assist from Young. Herder's got the lead up to 10 now for the Hawks. Here's B. And again, no good by Chicago. Young outside. Pass to Collins. Young with the ball. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily.
It is? Press room?
Yep.
All right. I'll see you now.
Okay.
All right. But that's the best.
You know, people tend to oversimplify the importance of a 3-ball these days, but as we saw tonight, even though you were lights out from downtown, you still didn't get the win. Can you talk a little bit about that?
I mean, you're right. The 3 is a big part of today's game, but as you saw today, it's not everything. You still gotta defend, you still gotta rebound, you still gotta hit the open man. At the end of the day, we gotta trust each other. And you go out there and we gotta execute the game. If we do that, we'll be fine. We'll make it up next time.